Hello and welcome to e-GMAT. We will solve question number 47 of OG Verbal second edition by using e-GMAT three-step process. In the first step, we will understand the meaning of the sentence. In the second, we will evaluate the errors in the sentence, and finally, we will review all the answer choices to get to the correct answer. So let's begin. Wisconsin, Illinois, Florida, and Minnesota have begun to enforce statewide bans prohibiting landfills to accept leaves, brush, and grass clippings. So this sentence presents a fact. It says that the 4 states mentioned in the sentence have started to enforce bans that prohibit landfills from accepting leaves, brush, and grass clippings. Now let us evaluate the errors by splitting the sentence into its clauses. Well, this sentence has only one subject-verb pair, which means we have just one clause here. Wisconsin, Illinois, Florida, and Minnesota are the subjects, while have begun is the verb. Now, this expression prohibiting landfills to accept is not the correct expression in this sentence. Well, the word prohibit can be used in 2 ways. Either we can say X is prohibited from doing Y, or we can say it is prohibited to do Y. Now the way this sentence has been written, here prohibiting must be followed by the preposition from to frame the correct expression. Also, definitely this phrase leads to the idiom error in this sentence. Also, when to is removed from the sentence, accept must become accepting to form the correct expression. Now let us run the POE to find out which answer choice corrects this error. Well, choice A certainly does not, as we just discussed. In choice B, we have this phrase prohibiting that, which is not correct. As we found out in error analysis, here in this sentence, prohibiting must be followed by the preposition from to form the correct expression. Well, let's take a look at choice C, and choice C is the correct answer because here we have the preposition from and accept has been turned into accepting. So choice C is the correct answer. Well, let's take a look at choice D. Here, ban that leaves, brush, and grass clippings cannot be accepted is not the correct expression because here that clause is explaining what this ban is all about. Well, let's study a few examples to see what's the correct use and what's the incorrect use of ban. Well, statewide bans that X cannot be accepted is not the correct usage, as we found out in this choice. Well, we can certainly say bans that were implemented statewide. This is a correct expression because here that clause is talking about a characteristic of the bans and hence it is correct by itself. Otherwise, we can say statewide bans that prohibited X from doing Y. Here that clause is correct because it is followed by the word prohibited, and we have the correct usage of prohibited in this sentence. So B and C are the correct usage of ban, but A certainly is not, and that's what makes choice D incorrect. Again, in choice E, we have the same that clause error as in D, and that makes choice E the incorrect answer. So as we found out earlier, choice C is the correct answer for this sentence. The takeaway message for this sentence is certain words are used in a very specific way with specific prepositions to convey a particular meaning of the sentence, and they must be used in that very way. The concept tested in this sentence has been covered in e-GMAT Concepts Level 1 Idioms Standard Expressions.